Pinto's Journey, the River of Echoes.
In the silence of the deep forest, a tale has been passed down through generations, a tale of the River of Echoes. It is said that whoever reaches it will hear a voice, the voice that reveals the truth within their heart.
Pinto, the little hedgehog with a dark blue scarf, his eyes filled with curiosity and courage, decides to leave his small wooden home and set out on a journey to the River of Echoes.
At dawn, he walks the familiar forest paths, crossing hills toward the mountains beyond. Soon, he reaches an old wooden bridge, so fragile that it groans with every step, as if it might collapse at any moment. One wrong move could cost him his life. But Pinto gathers his courage, takes a deep breath, and carefully makes his way across until at last he succeeds. On the other side, the sky darkens and a storm rolls in. Heavy rain turns the ground into sticky mud, and every step becomes a struggle. Pinto slips, stumbles, but refuses to give up. He presses on, stopping only to rest along the way. A thick fog shrouds the path ahead, hiding the future from sight. But Pinto clutches his small heart tightly and whispers to himself, "Perhaps the truth isn't waiting at the end of the road, but in every step I take along the way." Days pass, and at last Pinto reaches the River of Echoes. The waters shimmer under the golden light of the setting sun. He leans over and sees his round eyes and small face reflected in the surface. His heart races. At last, I will hear the voice of my own heart. The reflection seems to draw his spirit down into the water. Its mouth moves as if speaking to him. But suddenly, the reflection shatters, like broken glass across the rippling surface. Pinto stumbles back, his face pale with shock. The voice he longed for breaks apart before his very eyes. And then new voices rise from the water. The laughter of old friends, the stern warnings of elders he once ignored, even the sharp, painful words from the past that once cut him deeply. Every sound returns, clear and vivid, as if they had just happened yesterday. Pinto trembles, tears in his eyes. He asks himself, "Is this truly my truth?" And the river answers, not with words, but with a quiet understanding that blossoms inside his heart. He sees a glowing spirit, a part of himself, shining as if to tell him something important. In that moment, Pinto realizes these voices were never from others. They were what he had carried within his heart all along. He closes his eyes, breathes deeply, and accepts every voice with calm. And in that silence, he finally hears the true voice, the voice of his own heart. It whispers, "You are enough, and you must have the courage to keep moving forward." A gentle smile spreads across Pinto's face. His heart feels lighter, as if freed from chains he had carried for so long. He now understands. The truth within the heart is not waiting at some faraway destination. It has been with him all along, in every memory, every wound, every lesson. This journey has taught Pinto one thing. The truest echo is the voice of our own heart. We must only listen to it, without hiding, without running, without denial. With peace in his heart, Pinto steps forward onto the path ahead. He turns back for one last look at the river. The final echo whispers, "Trust the voice of your heart." He smiles and continues on into the beginning of a new adventure. Sometimes we search for answers in distant places, when the truth has always been within us. All we need is the courage to truly listen.